just to reset it real quick. I mean, we heard her story a little bit. How did, like, you coming back overseas? How did you recover, and how did you recover? Like I said, like your first 3 months. Like, how was it recover?
My recovery was very easy because I was already checked out because I already knew he didn't appreciate what the fuck. I couldn't drink. You know, he didn't like me smoking weed, so I was like immediately like cut that off. So I stopped smoking for like 5 years. Okay. But the whole drinking situation, I couldn't drink. He didn't mind me. You know, he expected me to get ready every day. Wanted me to cook dinner in my fucking high heels. It was very just super just crazy, and people didn't understand that. I was like, you know, well, he's taking care of me. You know, let me take care of him if that's what he wants. Blah blah blah. But like unbeknownst to people, he was just so controlling and abusive. I just was like, fuck it, you know, whatever. And I endured that for 6.5 years. We were married for 5, right? And it was one of those things, okay, the last time he busted my nose, my lip, he fucking gave me a black eye. Like, I ran out of the fucking, it was so embarrassing. I ran out of the apartment fucking practically naked. I only had the top on and my socks and nothing below. Like, it was fucking scary, dude. I was knocking on people's freaking, because we're in a fucking apartment complex. Yeah. Fucking ran down, and security guards knew me because I used to go to the gym all the time. And they're like, what the fuck? They saw my shit all fucking busted. And I was just like, don't call the police. I even protected him.
Yeah,
we should have fucked him over. Yeah. Everybody was like, you should have fucked him over. And I was like, I don't know what it was. So I called his second in command, which was his like sergeant. And they were like, what the fuck? He brought his fucking sweater. And we had drivers. So the driver came and was like, oh, you don't fucking deserve this shit. He's like, and I was like, oh. So I stayed there for 2 more weeks. And I told him, give me a fucking plane ticket. I need a timeout. Like, and he's like, well, I don't have money for that. I was like, yes, the fuck you do. Yes, the fuck you do. If you don't have money for that, well, then I'm going to fucking reach out to your superior and we're going to have, he's like, all right, well, here's a fucking plane ticket. It costs like $2,000. Here you go. And I deuced it out. And my parents were like, they thought it was me, that I didn't want to be in that room. I was like, ugh. And I finally just broke it down to them. I was like, Pops, he put hands on me. He's like, I knew it. I fucking knew. I was like, no, you didn't know it because you were making me seem like I'm the one that just wanted to come out and fucking act a fool. And
come find me.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I was just like, I'm back, bitches. You know, like, no. I really enjoyed being married.
Oh, okay.
I love, exactly. I gotta get going. Remember that shit? But I love being a wife. Like, I really do enjoy that. Like, you know, having a ring on my finger, it was a pretty ring. You know, it really was. Yeah. I enjoyed it. I really. It's the world. I mean,
I get it because, like, I mean, it's different hearing it from you guys. Like, obviously, you already know we like 80 girls interviews now, and like, it seems like a lot of like no one cares no more about like relationships and being married.
And that's where I have to say, you guys are so blindsided by what's in front of you, and it's not that women don't care about marriage. It's we've invested so much and got little back.
But like, can't we just blame? That has to be blamed towards your past and
no,
that man.
It doesn't.
Like, I mean, versus like the new guys getting.
No, it doesn't because I will say like I mentioned a moment ago, my upbringing wasn't perfect. I didn't have mom and dad there every day, but they were very much present in my life. Would I would have wanted mom and dad there every day? Absolutely. I would want that traditional upbringing, which is what I'm trying to give to my daughter.
And I do have that traditional. My parents are still together.
Sam has that. Her parents are solid as fuck.
I know you're not going to see this, but my dad was a cheating bastard, like straight up. And my mom was
Mom stuck it out though.
Oh yeah. You know, and if it were to happen to me, I would love to have that strength. I don't know how I would act. Actually, I do know how it would act because it happened many times, and I don't know why because I'm like my guy.
Did you find yourself staying though too?
No, I did. I very forgiving. You know, it was moments where I wanted to go back and just be like, I'm gonna fucking cheat on you too, bitch. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it was just like I couldn't. I really just would. Yeah.
So how long after or how long before the divorce did you mentally check out?
I want to say it was like a year, 2 years.
We stayed for a year.
Like straight up. Like we would be like because we traveled, like I said. I remember, I'll never forget. We were in Spain, and he was out at the bar, fucking having some drinks, and I was getting ready in the hotel, And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go grab some drinks. He's like, the fuck you are. And I was like, why not? You were just right. I just wanted a beer, you know? And he's like, nope, hell no. I was like, why the fuck not? He's like, what do you mean, why the fuck not? And this just started fucking just.
What the fuck?
It was wild. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I just, as I was ironing his shirt, like I was almost done with this shirt, he just came and was like, what the fuck do you mean?
Take the
and he just was like, I should have just fucking hit him with it. And my mom was so pissed. She's like, dude, you're bigger than him. You should have fucked him up. You know what I mean? Yeah. My mom, I was like, but he's a Marine. Like, he's trained to kill. You know what I mean? He's trained to kill. So I was just like, man, it's really disheartening because I really did give it my all and I really wanted it to work out. So even when I left, I went back to my parents. My dad was like, I fucking knew it type shit. We happened to be stationed, when he got back, he happened to be stationed in 29 Palms, and I was like, fuck it. And he was like, he's like, you know what? This is what he told me. I'll never forget. He's like, I don't know what you want me to say. Sorry. He's like, I can't tell you if it's not going to happen again.
Damn.
I was like, are you kidding me? I was
like it's 50-50. You want to come back or not?
Yes. He gave me the opportunity. I forgave him. Fuck
don't
it.
Piss me
you know
off.
what I mean? Because I wanted it to work so badly because like she said, we like.
Even though you had that break and a reset away from him, you still felt like that?
Because
Like,
we always want to give our guy the second chance.
Like we
we're
don't
fully
want
invested.
failure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're loyal.
See, that goes back to like what he was saying. The girls that we've been talking to, they don't possess those qualities or values.
yeah, they don't. Like,
I'm super just like,
they're
you know, if
move
my
on
mom
to the
could
next
do it,
if you ain't
yeah,
tie your shoes right.
motherfucker, which is
your shoes are dirty. Oh, we're done. You're dirty motherfucker.
Which
Like
is
it's
like,
just
who
crazy
the fuck
shit.
you think you're, no, that's very
It's more than that.
It really is. We really do. We take it to heart, and it was
like,
so
like those remarks when I hear that shit from women, whether who are older and younger than me, I see those comments as keychains. Like you guys you make those comments like you're gonna carry those on your keychain, like the next keychain you can get. It's cute, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? That shit's gonna fuck up your car because it's heavy as fuck. Like, stop pretending. All I'm saying right now is, when you got a dude, and I'm gonna just kind of switch up a little bit because I do want to take it to heart. And I've told you this. It wasn't until my girl, and again, we're from fucking Dead Heart High School. Okay, here we are, fucking 20 whatever years later, and it wasn't until she came back. We were in the office. Okay, we're working. She came back and she told me what she went through, and that shit hit me to my core. Because someone who I adore and I love and I fucking like, she's my sister who I chose in this lifetime.
But that opened the door up, so now you
but
can share with her.
when she told me what was going on with her, and I told her what was going on with me, it was her knowledge of what she went through, and not physically, but mentally, is when she told me what you're going through is abuse. And I didn't understand that until she said it. And it's because someone who I admire, who I love and adore. My husband, at the time, wouldn't sleep with me. He wouldn't be intimate with me. I wanted to have more children. He wouldn't even give me the time of day. And I would understand, like, and so for a minute I was thinking, like, fuck, am I ugly? Like, because again, after having your child, your body changes. You go through postpartum.
He's a fat fuck. He was fucking fat as fuck. And that shit pissed me off.
This is what I'm
that's
saying.
What pissed
like,
me. I was like, who the fuck does he think
like,
he is? Sorry, go ahead.
It really played. And that's what really threw me off. Like, is there something wrong with me? Or is this dude jumping ship? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it, right? So I went from her to all my girlfriends, like, trying to understand, right? Dealing with not just being a first-time parent and my body changing, but now my man doesn't want to sleep with me, doesn't want to be with me intimately. He would hold sex as a way to, like, tell me act right, and then maybe we'll be intimate, kind of thing. And it was like, fuck. So it not only was my man holding out, it made me realize, like, am I ugly? Is he being with someone else? Like, absolutely. So I was going through it at the same time, trying to maintain our household, save our shit from losing our home, and he was ready to throw in the towel. It was just like, it was a lot. And when she told me, dude, that's mental abuse, it didn't hit me until she said it. And I was
eyes
like,
wide open, like, oh shit.
And this wasn't just a few months, this was years. By the time she told me, my daughter was already 6.
Damn.
I've been dealing with this mental shit since she was born. And I accepted the first 2 years because obviously, you know, having my daughter, adjusting to parenting and blah, blah, blah. But then now we are 6 years in after having my daughter, and then she's telling me, and I'm still going through it. I'm like, fuck, wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
And even my mom would tell me, like, ooh, if I was you and la la la, I'd be doing this, this, and this, and that. but I was so caught up in like wanting to be that perfect spouse, that perfect mom, having that perfect house, and being the example for my family and my cousins. I have a lot of girl cousins. I wanted to be that example and lead them. But then I started realizing, like, fuck, you see this, but at home it's not what you see. I'm on the couch sleeping while my dude's in the bed. He don't want to touch me. Like, I'm laying with, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was so,
that shit was
all
so
of
sad.
that. Those are dark moments that you don't realize what you see. You can hear girls make these stupid fucking comments like it's a cute keychain, but it's not. It's more than that.
There's no value behind it. It's really like the days. It's
yeah.
I feel like it's.
And it wasn't until my daughter had an issue at school and her dad told me we're not on the same team. Is when he said those words is when it finally fucking sat in, and I said thank you. Because that's when I realized in that moment, we were done. Because I needed to hear it from him to tell me that we are not on the same team. It's when I accepted that we were done. And this is 6 years in after having our daughter.
So how would you girls explain, is the recovery better and safer to work on yourself and pay attention to your family? Or as we see a lot of these girls out here, just jump into another relationship?
Oh, no. I didn't jump into relationship shit until just with my dude. It's been 5 years.
Just 5 year gap?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, it was, I just, because I want to make sure at this point, because it's like, imagine bringing
time wasted.
Like, you know what I mean? I was just like, okay, I'll have some fun and stuff. It was very easy for me to transition back into my single life. I'm going to be honest. It was very easy because what the fuck? I couldn't fucking smoke. I couldn't drink. I couldn't do anything, So it was very easy. Like I said, I tried to give it when he came back, we were stationed in 29 Palms. I tried to give it but he came back and he lasted for 2 months of not being a dick. And then he came back to being himself. And I was just like, oh, you know what? I gave you the opportunity. And now you're making me resent everything. When I finally was like, fuck this shit. He did want to maybe try to work it out and stuff, but he begged me not to get him for alimony, which would have been 2.5 years, nothing big. But he's like, oh, look at me. I was like, this is how you should have begged me when you fucking put hands on me. You're now begging me for money. Like, I never knew how much he made. I eventually found out, but he was just like, he was holding that shit for ransom. He's like, I trust you with my life, but not with my money. That was his fucking motto. And I'm all, what the fuck?
And then I would even tell my husband.
Yeah, do it again. Yeah. Straight the fuck up.
Honestly, and then I would tell my husband, like, when we hit our 10-year mark, I would like to renew our vows. He said, I'll never make the same mistake twice.
Whoa. Oh,
you're not a fuck. First of all, you're not a motherfucking millionaire. Let's start there.
Christ.
You fucking work for the military. You're
it's
just
like a knife to the heart.
Absolutely.
It was very just. I was like, why bother marrying somebody if you when they say prenups, then you're not ready. You don't trust me enough with your fucking cash flow. We're not here for that. You know what? Let's keep it pushing. But it was, like I said, it was very easy for me to transition.
Let me tell you, this is what a woman looks like when she's not chasing paper. This is what a woman looks like when she's chasing her own. I don't need my man for his money. Exactly. I need my man to help me move a mountain. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying? And I've told you guys from the get-go. In this life right here, I'm not here to fucking dip into your wallet. I got my own. I got plenty of purses. I can fill up. But it's not the same when you don't have a dude who wants to do it with you. And that's what I need. I need a partner, not a husband.
Yeah, a partner.
You know what I'm saying? So partner is so huge in what I can say my lifetime. I can't speak for the lifetimes before me or the lifetimes to come after me, but I will say today, being a mom raising a daughter, this is what I want for my baby girl. For her to find a man who can partner up with her and move mountains with her.